All right, so we are here live. We're doing a live interview tonight about hypnotherapy. So I'm Izzy, and I have Dani here with me, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about her. We both are hypnotherapists, and we have two different businesses in two faraway different states. So we'll be sharing about our practices and all that goody, juicy stuff. So, um, Dani, tell me a little bit about you.
My name is Danielle Antonsen, and I am 38. I live in Michigan, the upper Michigan, and I just started my own home business, and it is called LifeSpark Hypnotherapy. And yeah, I'm just kind of getting started, and I'm excited to have this opportunity.
Great, yeah. Yeah, and so I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, which is quite a distance away. And Danielle and I met on Facebook, and we were both looking for people that were trained in the same form of hypnotherapy to get hypnotherapy from each other. And we met, and Danielle is a fantastic hypnotherapist, and just a very natural coach as well. So I would definitely recommend her even for coaching after the hypnotherapy, because I think it was just the intake alone before we even got to the hypnotherapy. The intake we did one day, and then the hypnotherapy we did another day, and she had my wheels spinning just after the intake. So I was just like, well, that alone would have been good. No. But the hypnotherapy was very, very well done, and I'm very critical, so I give that with all praise. And then just the passion and the follow up that you give along with it, I can really tell you care about your clients.
Thank you.
So
I do.
yeah, I know you get your animals. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm gonna grab your squeakies.
Squeakies.
She always does this.
It's like, no, she was getting attention. I need attention too. So yeah.
Whenever I sit down to do recordings for clients, I'll be almost done with it, and the squeaky starts, or the barking, or something. She just wants to play. But getting back to the session, the one that you did for me was amazing too, because I had success blocks, and you were able to find out that what my blocks were. You were also able to find out that I didn't have any trust in myself or believe in myself. And so just knowing that, it completely changed everything for me. So, and then, I listen to your recording all the time, and the recording is just amazing. And I've noticed the changes in me instantly. Like every single day, my trust in myself gets stronger and better. And I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah, and I'm totally seeing it too. Since we've stayed in contact, and you've joined my Facebook group. So I have a Facebook group to help women with their businesses as well. And just seeing you, you're just like, yeah, what's next? I got this. Which before you were like, I don't know. And like every day it's like building, building, building. And I love it because especially as a coach, that makes my job so much easier. Like I don't have to handhold, right? Like
Right.
that's the magic of hypnotherapy. I don't have to handhold. I can just be there along on the ride with you and give you the extra tips here and there.
For sure. Yeah, it's a hypnotherapy is absolutely amazing. It's so amazing to go right to the root cause of the problem, and knowing what it is, you're instantly free from it. And then if you're kind of hung up a little more, you do the little work on it. You listen to your recording and find different ways to address what the problem was. And it's so much faster than just regular talk therapy in a counseling office. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, and I know that because I came from the background of that's what I was doing with my clients. I was doing everything except hypnotherapy. I was doing the talk sessions, and then I was doing the movement sessions as a yoga therapist. And I just kept finding there was this missing link. And I was really on a mission to figure out what that was. And that's where I had done the hypnotherapy years ago and came across the certification training program. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, sign me up. And it really has, like, doing that session with you, and I think I've done altogether maybe 3 sessions, and just so much aware, like it really is rapid transformation, getting more done in one session than you would, yes, in years of talk therapy. Because in talk therapy, you have to figure it out yourself.
Yep.
And in hypnotherapy, you're just going straight to the root cause. You're sorting it all out, and we avoid that with our conscious mind.
Yep.
And so when we can get into the subconscious and just find it quick.
I didn't realize that my success blocks had been from an incident 21 years ago. I never knew it. I thought I had dealt with it. I thought it wasn't even on my radar, and you were able to be, boop, it was right there. And
yeah, but it was very, like, for me, and as the therapist, it's very transparent, but it's allowing you, and at the time you were the client, so like it's allowing the client to figure that out, and for me to just guide you. And I think that's where coaching, we have struggles, because we're always like, well, here's the problem, just can't you see it? Can't you see it? Can't you see it? And they're like, no, I can't see it. Like, I don't get it. Or you see it with your conscious mind, but you still don't know how to get over it.
Yep.
And it's like, I'll tell people all the time, like, I'm like, you just have to meditate every day. Like, you just do it. And they're like, I know I want to, I just can't get myself out of bed. And like all these self-sabotaging behaviors, and they don't understand it, and they really earnestly want to make these good changes for their life, but they don't know why their brain is just not allowing them to make those changes. And within hypnotherapy, a 2-hour session, like, you can really get to the root cause of that and be jumping out of bed like a 5-year-old.
Speaking of not really knowing how to go about fixing your issues without hypnosis, I had come from how I got into hypnotherapy was I had thrown my back out, and I had a really bad back injury, and I was laid up for like 2 years, and I was on painkillers. I was going to physical therapy, but I could never. My muscles just wouldn't hold, and finally. I was laying in bed one day on my heating pad, was my normal, and the Marissa Peer masterclass came across my YouTube, so I watched it, and she did like that kind of the hypnotherapy demo, and I think it just changed my perception instantly, and it just gave me that little bit of change that I needed so that I could kind of move forward. And while I was going to Truth and Function for my my back issues, the owner there, he kind of told me that I had the responsibility to myself to get that basically, like, I have the power to change and to do this for myself. And I don't know, it just kind of clicked. And I don't think if I had done that masterclass, that I would have been able to understand what he was trying to say to me. So after I started to do the actual class, I enrolled in her course, and I was able to do that self-command therapy and take away the pain from my back. And now that I don't have the pain and I don't need the painkillers, my muscles were able to respond properly, because the painkillers were what was the big problem. And so, oh my God, between the hypnotherapy and now with Mike at Truth and Function, and Justin, my personal trainer, I am now doing exercises instead of just, the maintaining my muscles so I can walk across the room. It's just, it's literally life-changing at what hypnotherapy can do to help you move forward in your life.
Yeah. And well, and the science is there, because as a meditation instructor, like, we've read books and papers, and there's at least 6 Harvard studies that show that just with meditation, you can cure yourself of cancer, you can change your DNA. And so that means, like, this stuff is really real. But with meditation, it's constantly, like, every single day, like, sitting there and then trying to learn these techniques and everything else. And that can be very challenging, and that can take a lot of time. But with hypnotherapy, you can just dive right in, get the tools, get the personal recording, and then you just sit and listen to the recording every day, instead of this. And not to say one is better than the other, but one is faster than the other.
It's faster, and I personally believe it's better because it somehow you end up connected with yourself. And I do believe that knowing that you are enough is real. It changes everything, because once you are enough, you don't need anyone else's opinion. You don't need anybody else to tell you that you're pretty or that you're good enough or that you don't need any of that. You just, because you know that yourself, and it just radiates out from you. There's no other explanation for it other than it just radiates out from you. It's amazing.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I know. Well, and it does. It's because the hypnotherapy session itself is the magic. And then the custom recording is the meditation that supplements everything. And you're still getting hypnosis even with the recording. But it's not that 101. It's not the therapy part, I say, it's the hypnosis part. It's all hypnosis. But to kind of give listeners an image of how that works, that we get into the rewriting our belief system and rewiring how our mind works, and just really allowing yourself to enter a new phase and elevate your life and vibrate at a different frequency, and really just be a better version of you, instead of a repressed version of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is, yes.
Right? Because it's these fears and whatever else that represses us, and like, we break free. Like, it gives people freedom. It makes life available.
Yes, that's exactly what it does.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, is there anything that you want to share? Any testimonials from clients, or any of your favorite moments of hypnosis? I feel like there's so many.
I don't have any testimonials offhand because I'm not on the internet right now, but my testimonials are on my website.
Perfect.
So far I have pretty good testimonials. I mean, I don't have complaints yet. I do notice that that the recording, because like when people leave, they feel amazing, and they maintain that amazingness for a little while if they don't listen to the recording regularly, and then
Oh yeah.
they slowly go back to their old ways because the new beliefs weren't installed. Well, they were installed, but they weren't practiced until they were believed. So I do notice that, when I notice right away when people don't listen to their recording, because they start to kind of go back to their same ways. So I don't know. The recording is key for sure. The whole thing is key, but the recording is necessary.
It ingrains it. Yeah, definitely.
Yes. It's the 21 days that you need to change your belief and make a new belief stick.
Yeah.
So even though you feel amazing, you need to listen to it, because until it's stuck in there, it'll go back. So
yeah. So I guess we should also mention who all this is good for. Like, what all circumstances is hypnosis really good for? I know we've mentioned a little bit about it, and the empowering and the believing you're enough and breaking free of stuff. But I think it would be really good to give listeners an idea of some of those things that this really does help with, or common ailments that clients might have.
I know for sure that it works on back pain. I know for sure that it works on mobility, because last year I was walking with a cane, and now I am like doing weights. I'm mobile. I'm snowshoeing. I'm walking. I'm doing all the things not all the things I used to do, but I'm almost all the way there.
Yes.
So definitely mobility and back issues. Anxiety, I was through the roof with anxiety and depression. I used to be on depression medication and anxiety medication. I'm not medicated at all anymore.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah. Migraines, it helps migraines. Geez, what else?
What are some of your clients that come to you mainly for?
So I had one, she just kind of wanted to be connected with herself again, and that went really well. Another one, geez, driving, fear of driving. I had one person come to stop smoking. I've had a few come for weight loss. I had a claustrophobia. That one was very interesting and amazing. Like, as soon as he realized what the cause was, he was fine. So
awesome.
He doesn't even listen to his recording. I'm like, what?
So phobias, addictions. That's great.
Addictions.
I know I've had one for fertility, and she was just so baffled. She was just like, I just never would have imagined that it was my mind that was telling me not to be fertile.
Yeah.
And she had been trying like IVF and all this other stuff, and she was just like, I don't know why I never thought of that.
Yeah.
We don't have the full success story yet, but hopefully that's coming soon. Weight loss has definitely been one. Business success is definitely something that I tend to work with quite a bit. And oh gosh, illnesses. Yeah, like you were mentioning, illnesses. I had another woman that she just couldn't move forward in life. Like she just stuck, and she didn't know why, and she didn't know what she wanted, and there was just all these blocks. And so we're starting to make some progress. I think so on those it gets a little trickier because there's not this pinpoint. So sometimes those can take 3 or 4 sessions. But I'd say the majority of them are one session.
Yeah. I've had quite a few that are more than one session. I actually just did one for eyesight too, vision loss. She was almost blind. And the next day she could see, until she ran into the cause of it, and shoop, her eyes just shut right back down. So
Wow.
it was,
Which is, it's so beautiful because like this is what I work with in yoga therapy. It's this, our mind is causing the ailment and the ailments are, feeding this. But for some of like it can take years working with a client, even still, depending on the extreme, because we don't always just get to the root cause.
right.
So that's,
And
yeah.
even if we get to the root cause, it's still the question of, well, now what? Where do we go from here? It's installing those new beliefs and making them stick is really so important. Where in talk therapy, it doesn't get installed to stick as well and easily as it does in hypnotherapy.
Yeah, awesome. So your business is called LifeSpark.
LifeSpark Hypnotherapy.
LifeSpark Hypnotherapy. And for me, you can find, I'm putting my hypnotherapy stuff and my meditation stuff together on polishyourmind.com. And I'm having some courses that go along with that to kind of understand the mind better. I find that definitely helps in curing our curiosity that comes with the mind. But hypnotherapy is definitely that route to just get it done, and then begin this really healing journey of becoming enough, becoming worthy, and having all your dreams be available.
That is an amazing feeling. When I finally knew that I was enough, everything just started coming together. And I didn't really even have to do anything other than just believe in myself and like myself, and just know that I'm good. And my life has just been rolling forward. I don't even know how else to explain it other than I'm just finally, everything is just coming together, and it's amazing. And it's really nice to be happy and to be so filled with gratitude for just being able to wake up and see myself. I actually fist bumped myself in the mirror the other day. I was like, yeah, we got this. And so I'm so happy to be me, finally.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, and just to feel worthy, like I run into this problem a lot with women business owners, like just showing up and getting on video and just being available, like,
Yeah.
because when we feel like things aren't available for us, then we don't become available. And a lot of times, like, that's the biggest hindrance.
Yes.
People don't know you, they don't know you're available, and so then the clients aren't available to you.
Right.
And so it's one of those Eastern philosophy, right? Like, what we're lacking is like what we're lacking.
Yeah.
And so that reflection, and that's what hypnosis provides, that reflection, and it's this deep subconscious reflection.
Yes, very deep.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of crying.
Yes. There
Like
was a lot of crying.
I was gonna say my first one. No, it's like all three of my sessions that I've done personally for myself has been like snot coming out of my nose. So much fluid. But it's
But
this,
that's
like,
all a part of letting go.
it's release, it's letting go, and like you just feel like you gave your inside this cleanse.
Yep.
And you're just like, oh, that is what I needed. And I think most gals get this, right? Like, we're like, I just need a good cry. Let me put on a sappy love movie and get my good cry out. That kind of feeling, yeah, but at a deep level.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. All right, lady. You got anything else? I think we covered quite a bit.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we really did.
All right. So yeah, so if you want to book an appointment online and you get to see one of us two lovely ladies, we both kind of specialize in different things, so it depends on what you're looking for. And two, if you're in one of our areas, then that's even better too, because you can be near and dear to someone as well. But yeah, so we hope to chat with you soon. And we do free consultations, and then we get it going. We get it going
Yeah.
fast. Yes. All right.
All right.
Well,
Thanks, Izzy.
everyone has a good evening or a good day, whatever time zone you're in while you're listening to this recording. Much love.
Yes.